Kokushibo was walking away from completing a mission. It had been a simple one. He had been sent out by the man to clean up the area. Yet again, it seemed that the lower demon moons were utterly useless when it came to going up against a Hashira-level demon slayer. They were incompetent, utter weaklings, and Kokushibo had been sent out to take care of everything, defeating 2 Hashira in a single night. He was walking away from the battle through the thick, sudden snow as his eyes examined the cloudy night sky above him. This area was certainly not to his liking. He generally disliked cloudy climates. He preferred grassy hills and even plains. He preferred when he could see the full moon in the distance. But at this moment, he couldn't see anything through this thick white snow. Suddenly, he felt a presence, and he stopped walking. His guard went up immediately as he sensed his surroundings carefully. The presence was slow and rather weak, so instead of turning around, he faced forward. He was positive it was just a regular human, and they would pass by him. He convinced himself it was nothing for him to worry about. But when the aura continued coming closer to him, he placed his hand on his sword, ready to draw it out and swing at the approaching imposter. He waited and waited, and soon enough, the person stood behind him. He turned his head to face and swung at the person when his eyes met with a short human, a woman to be exact. Her hands were shaking as she grasped onto his cloak, her weak body crouching in front of him, her head struggling to look up and face him properly. This was a young human, and her hair sprinkled with snowflakes, her smooth skin turning a paler color due to the extreme frost around her. Her consciousness seemed to be fading, but her grip on his cloak was strong as ever. She curled his cloak around her fingertips, her nails digging into the fabric as she struggled to speak. "Please, help me," her tender voice whispered, her soft eyes finally looking upwards, giving him a full view of her face. This would be the first time he'd ever laid eyes on you. Certainly not the last, but would become a moment he would remember for years to come. You were certainly something by human standards. You possessed the type of beauty that stuck you into a different realm. Not exactly world-stopping, but something you could simply skim over either. The silvery moonlight reflected your beauty, but it wasn't exactly your face that attracted the demon. It was your eyes. The life in your eyes was blinding. The eye contact you gave him, forcing all his attention until holding little to no fear. Usually, a human seeing a 6-eyed demon provoked some kind of reaction. He'd grown used to the blood-curdling screams, shaking hands and bodies, eyes of terror, even the occasional faint. But as his eyes looked down at this woman, he noticed your eyes only held desperation, sheer desperation, and a ting of hope. Who was exactly this person? Your body collapsed onto him shortly after, and he looked down at the shivering woman on top of him as his mind wandered in circles. He had never received such a powerful first impression. The look in your eyes had caused him to lose all senses of familiar grounding as he used to. For a moment there, you had pulled on the root of a sentiment, something he had imagined he'd died 200 years ago, but seconds later, he was back to his old self. He was back to being cold and emotionless. He stood slightly as he looked down at you. He wondered if putting you out of your misery was the right thing to do. You were severely vulnerable, your limbs beginning to turn a pale color because of the cold weather around you. Death would probably be the best conclusion, and yet his eyes wandered down to your hands. Your hands still hold a firm grip on his cloak. Did you seek to live that bad that even now your hands clung onto his cloak so tightly? Was it possibly you were a demon slayer in disguise? No, it was unlikely. If that was the case, you would have shown a larger reaction upon seeing him. It made more sense to him that you were just a regular human, a strange one at that. His lips formed a straight line. Determination, or perhaps striking hate for death. Whether it was going to work in saving your life because Kokushibo was not going to let you die. You had piqued the demon's interest. Would he really save a human? Yes, he would. He lifted the woman off her feet, cradling her small body in his arms, before setting off to a nearby town. You were going to survive. Everyone was hoping for Kokushibo, I think, right? Yeah, that was what the poll said? Kokushibo? Yeah, but I do plan on doing Shinobu. I don't know when, though, because apparently not many people wanted Shinobu. I'm sorry to all you Shinobu fans, but I will do Shinobu, Akaza, and Doma. I almost forgot his name, holy moly. And then I will do the three main boys. I want to say I refuse to do Nezuko. Well, I don't refuse to. It's just I can't find any long enough stories. But also I want to hold up. The person who wrote this is I'm sorry if I butcher this. Marie Blossom on Wattpad. She is an amazing person and has so much good stories. Like, man, I would so love to just her. I hope she does not see this because oh my god, she's probably gonna murder me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you all so much. Bye.